Hi, this is Shirley Lee with ECD 131. This is my video on the dramatic play area, my assignment. And my theme for this assignment is the pet store. And the book that comes along with the dramatic play area, the book I would read to the children before we enter into the play area, is Pete the Cat, a pet for Pete. So these are some of the pets that Pete would have in the play area. So what I'm going to do is I am actually going to answer the 5 questions. Oh, and that's my story box right there that I would have all of my stuff in, my story box, but I just have them on the table right now, lined out in the dramatic play area. So the first set of questions, now this book is Pete, A Pet for Pete. It is by James Dean. Now the 5 questions that I have is the 5 developmental, the DAP questions, is 5 facts to be taught and explored during the play area. Number 1 is students will learn the responsibility that come with caring for pets. What to feed the pet, what not to feed the pet. When to take the pet out and when not to take the pet out. Students will learn about the different types of pet, what animal could be a pet and what animals could not be a pet. The third one is each pet needs a different habitat. So we know that the dog would not sleep in a bird cage. They would know that the fish cannot sleep in a bird cage, and the fish need to stay in water at all times. And then this next thing is they would also know that all pets need water, even though fish swim and live in the water, they have to, but dogs need to drink water as well. Cat need water, birds need water as well. And the fifth one is just like the students. The pets need to go and get their checkups. They need shots just like the students go and get shot. We would instill in them that their pets need to go and get checkup, as well as the pets need particular food. We would not feed the cat bird food. Maybe they would eat it, but I'm guaranteed they probably wouldn't like it. And we definitely can feed the fish cat food, so everybody need their own type of food. All right, the second set of questions is 5 South Carolina early learning standard that goes along with the dramatic play area on this one. The first one is safety and awareness. The children will develop awareness of basic safety rules for them to begin to follow. And the second one is LDC, the learning. They'll learn to communicate. Children would ask and answer questions in order to seek help, to get information or clarify something that is not understand that they don't understand. So they would ask questions. If they don't know how to change the water out of the pet cage, or how to change the litter box, they would ask questions so they'd be able to begin to understand. The second one is MTE. This is the first one. Children would demonstrate or begin to understand the understanding of numbers and quantity during play and other activities, so that they would know when you say give the fish 2 scoops of fish food, they would put 2 instead of 4. Give the cat 1 can of food instead of 2. They would understand quantity, doing play, even doing activities, or even actually while feeding their animals. The fourth one is CD, cognitive development, the construction of knowledge, thinking and reasoning. CD2, number two, is the children will recall information and use it for addressing new situations and problems. So if you already told them how many cans of food to give the cat or dog, or how many scoops to give the dog, they can recall this information and use it. Even when they come on new situation, they'll be able to solve problems. When you're not there, they'll say, "Oh, mom said give them 2 scoops." And CD number three, the last one, five, the children will discriminate ability to think about their own thinking, reasoning, taking perspective, and making decisions. They would be able to understand when to take the dog out. You don't want to take the dog out. You don't want to go for a walk with the dog when it's raining. You don't want to let the cat run outside and play when it's raining. You definitely don't want to take the fish out of the tank and take them outside when it's raining. So they'll be able to think and reasonably and make good decisions. So the next thing I have is 5 DAP vocabulary booster words. Now, with Pete the Cat, A Pet for Pete, it's a beginner's book for children, which this is for 4K. So there wasn't really a lot of big words in the book. But these are 5 that I did pull out of the book. The first one was show and tell. We would explain to the children what show and tell actually mean. And we would let them do a show and tell. Awful was a word that was in there. Some kids probably had never heard the word awful before. So we would explain to them what awful mean. The next was great, and we would demonstrate what great means to the children. Huge. We also let them know what huge mean, just so they can get an understanding when we're reading the book what huge mean. We would reiterate what huge mean. Nice is a word, that I know we use a lot here, that we have to play nicely with each other. So those are my 5 words, booster words that I pulled out of the book. And so the next I have is 5 literature that's actually related to the pet store. So the first one here we have Kindness Kitten. That's one book that we have. The second we have here is Over in the Meadow. This one is actually has a song that actually we can play. We just scan it and we sign in, and it sings the song. The third one is Having Self-Control. And actually in this book also it's just books with different types of animal in it and how they do control about themselves. And then we have a book of Wild Safari, the different animals that's in the safari. So that gives them a chance to see the different types of animals in the safari. And then we have Old MacDonald had a farm, and that's a song as well book that has songs with it. And then also I made some word cards, different word cards from the theme, like we have turtles, different animals, rabbit, so they can identify it, and just different animals with it. So the next thing is 3 materials that I made. Don't laugh at me when you see this. So this one is a puppet, and it's a cat. So I'm going to put it on. I'm just having problems of trying to get my video turned around when I'm doing a video, because it seemed like when I turn it around, then I lose the video. I have to start all over. So that's why I'm just keeping it like this. So this one is a cat that I actually made. Here you go. Meow, meow. Don't you want to pet me? Meow. And so bear with me. Let me get the next one that I made. Is guess. Who can guess what this is? This is a bunny rabbit. Hop, 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 hop. Bunny rabbit. That's the one I made. And again, I made a chart here with dogs, well, with the different animals. On the left side is the animals, and on the right side is something that is associated with each animals. So the object is that when the children see the dog, they should know that the dog would go with the food bowl. That's what the dog would eat out of. Then we have the bird. They would match the bird with the bird cage. And then we would say the cat. Where would the cat go? And they would say in the carrier. And I would ask, well, where will we put the fish? And they would point to the fish bowl. So those are the three things that I actually made, along again with the different cards, word cards, association word cards that I made. Also here, I also made labels for like the fish food, so they can identify the food that the fish eat. They can identify the cat, what food the cat eat, what food the bird eats. And then we have price tags on the different animal in the pet store that when you go, you can associate with $3. That's just $3, and it's number recognition. One means $1, $2. Then we did let's see. So we have a dog, we have a whale, elephant. That's a dinosaur. We ain't gonna find that in a pet store, but I just did the best I could here. Also, let's see. Well, then we do have like the fish bowl with the fishes in the fish bowl. We do have a fish net that we use the fish net to catch the fish. When they go in, we'll say catch one fish, they'll come out with one fish. Catch two fish, they'll come out with two fish. Catch three fish, they'll come out with three. So again, this is just helping with math, recognizing the number for their math. And actually, I think this is the end of my presentation, and I really hope that I actually covered everything. I tried to go down the list and cover everything. So this concludes my presentation. Thank you. Bye.